Hello, everybody, and welcome back to In the Stands, and welcome to our Round 12 preview for the NRL for 2021. I'm joined by Decky today, and today, as I mentioned, we will be reviewing, going through our tips for Indigenous rounds, so round 12 is also Indigenous round, so a very special round in the competition. How are you going, Deck?
Yeah, good on yourself, Dill.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So, we'll be going through our team of the week like normal, and later on, so after I name our team of the week, we'll go through our tips, and then at the end, we'll actually release our predicted State of Origin Game 1 predicted teams for New South Wales and Queensland. So it'll be at the end of the game. We'll name our 1 to 21, so our reserves as well, and yeah. So, my team of the week, at fullback, we've got Reece Walsh. The wingers are Marital Langi and Ruben Garrick. The centres are Tom Trbojevic. Even though I played fullback, I had to put him in the side, the starting side, so I put him at centre, along with Matt Burton. The halves are AJ Brimson and Nathan Cleary. Now, you're wondering, why is AJ Brimson in the halves? I thought he played very well on the weekend. I could have put Reece Walsh in the halves, but it doesn't really matter. They're in the side anyway, it doesn't matter where the hell they play, but I've got Brimson and Nathan Cleary. The front rowers are Matt Lodge and Malaki Fodawega. The hookers Brandon Smith. The second rows are Kurt Capel and Taveta Pango Jr. The lock is Big Nelson and Sova Solomona. And the bench is Nico Hines, Sean Kepi, Tohu Harris, and Luke Garner. And for our player of the round, I've got Nathan Cleary yet again with my player of the round last round, just getting better and better by the week. And just he's just very, very good. He's top 2 players in the game, top 1 you could say. Him and Tom Trbojevic are playing fantastic right now. And yeah, so he is our player of the round for round 11 of the NRL. So the first game coming up is tomorrow, Thursday, the 27th of May, at Suncorp Stadium, Brisbane. It is the Brisbane Broncos up against the Melbourne Storm. Broncos, well, they shocked us last week. Could have been the upset. Was the upset of the year? Do you reckon? I mean, they played excellently. I thought. Yeah, their forwards played very well. They put a lot of pressure on Sam Walker, and yeah, they flogged the Roosters in the end. They were very clinical. How did you view the Broncos' performance last week?
Yeah, it looked like they actually wanted to try this week. They had a go. They dug in as a team. You could see they were really hyped. Thought that was the best performance I've seen since a very long time. Broncos fans, you should all be happy. Brilliant win from the Broncos.
Yeah, for sure. And the Melbourne Storm, they carry on. They were out with all their best players last week. They were down 10-0. They didn't they didn't worry about it. They weren't stressed. And they got their head straight back in the game. Put 34 unanswered points on the Raiders. They're just rolling on. The Storm doing very well. Shows that they got a lot of depth. Chris Lewis came in at 5'8" last week. I thought he did a decent job. Nico Hines at fullback still without Pappenhausen, still a very good team. Outs for both sides. Matt Lodge, that is a huge out for the Broncos. He was very good last week, and Tyson Gambler's out as well. So Albert Keller retains his spot, or remains in his spot. He goes to halfback, and Anthony Milford comes into 6, playing 5'8". Now, Milford is obviously playing terrible. He's been in and out of reserve grade. Do you think they should have gone with someone else at 6, or do you think he should get another chance? Because I mean, Milford has so many chances. He doesn't look like he's really enjoying playing footy. He's overpaid for sure. How do you reckon Anthony Milford is going right now in his career? Where do you obviously think he's at crossroads, or I mean, what's your view on it? Because he's obviously not going to re-sign with the club, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I don't know if he will re-sign with the club. I don't think he is playing well at all throughout the season. We all thought he was going to play. He was going to get up and play a brilliant game. Brilliant year last year. Most people tipped him in his team of the year. In the early rounds, but he's gone to crap. Anthony Milford. I don't know why Walters brought him back. He even said, "Oh look, he's going to spend some time in reserve grade. He's not playing so well." And then Tyson Gamble gets suspended. I wouldn't bring him back. I'd put Jake Turpin in those halves. In my opinion, I just don't like how Anthony Milford is playing, and his kicking game is terrible. I don't think he guides the team around enough.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It's stupid. I don't know why. If you're not being happy, and why are you playing? I mean, there's also been news. I think Tom Dearden might be set to have an early release to the Cowboys. He's signed there for next year, but Cowboys looking at trying to get him in before next year, so that would be a big in. And as well, I think Jay Clifford, on the other hand, might be getting an early release to Newcastle to help the Knights out. So benefits both sides, I guess you could say. But yeah, Broncos look fantastic last play. I can't really fault them too much at all. They were very, very good. But Suncorp Stadium, I think so. Brisbane at home, yeah, they probably show up, but like Melbourne at Suncorp, they are very, very good. I wouldn't. I'd say I'd say that they're just as good at Suncorp than they are at Amy Park. I mean, it sounds a bit stupid, but they are very good in Brisbane. So I'm going to tip the Melbourne Storm to win here, 36 points to 16. Yeah, 36. Yeah, 36-16. And my anytime try scorers are Adaka for sure, Jerome Hughes, and for the Broncos, I'll go with Jermaine Sarko.
Yeah, very nice. Just to touch on that deal, I don't know if you said this before, but it's Indigenous week this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be interesting. I love Indigenous week. It's great to bring out that heritage in the game. I've gone Storm here as well. I got them by 10, and my first or anytime try scorer is going to be Nico Hines. Actually, not Storm by 10, Storm by 16.
Alrighty. Moving on to the next game on Friday. It is the North Queensland Cowboys up against the New Zealand Warriors. Cowboys, they've been pretty impressive the last few weeks, and they get a big in Hamiso Tabuai-Fadelu. The Hammer is back in the side playing centre. I don't know why he's playing centre. I don't really think he's a centre. He's more of a winger or a fullback, but that's the decision they've chosen. Defensively, I'm not too sure, but I mean, yeah, look at their side. Kyle Felt's playing pretty well defensively, and Murray Taulagi played a very good game last week. Yeah, he scored a hat-trick. Drinkwater, Holmes playing very well. But they've got a big out in Jason Taumalolo, so that's a huge out. You know, we all know how good he is. For the Warriors, well, Reece Walsh, how do you think, obviously, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck in the wing, I thought Tuivasa-Sheck did pretty well in the wing last week, considering all the talks about Reece Walsh. I mean, Reece Walsh has been fantastic. How do you think Reece Walsh is fantastic? Do you think they'll go with that combination, Reece Walsh fullback, Tuivasa-Sheck on the wing, or do you think they'll change it up a bit? Because I think Reece Walsh offers a lot of stuff at fullback. What's your opinion?
Yeah, I love him in the fullback position. I'm glad he's starting this week. I think Tuivasa-Sheck, I like him on the wing actually. He brings more depth to the side, and he's a great finisher in the corner. I really like this change by the Warriors, and I love watching Reece Walsh. He is such a gun. Sad to see Broncos let go of him, but he is a great player, Deal. He's absolutely amazing.
Can you just talk about how the hell Broncos let go of Reece Walsh? Like I mean, not many people have heard of him necessarily, but I'm sure he was good enough to. He was in the reserves playing pretty well for Brisbane, and I just let go of him. They let go. Him, Sam Walker. Who else? Not Ponga, sorry. Yeah, him and Sam Walker, and then who else?
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
big guns.
Got a Dave Feeder, Tom Dearden, more and more Xavier Coates. Ridiculous. I just don't know how the hell that they'd let him go. It's stupid. Absolutely stupid. Warriors. Look, they were very good last week. They defensively still a bit of an issue, I think. He's seeing still too many points in the games, but Wade Egan I thought was pretty good last week, but their forwards, I think they just got a new boost as well. I think Phil Blake will be back within the next 2 weeks. That's good. That's really good for them. Look, I'm gonna tip the Warriors here to win. Just because Tamalolo's back, Tamalolo is out. I'm going to tip the Warriors in a close one. I'm going to go Warriors by 4. I'm going to go the Warriors 20 points. Oh, I'll go 20. I'll go 16. Nah, I'll go 18-14. And my first try scorer is RTS, Rushtuva Shek. And money times Murray Talangi. And I'll also go with Reece Robson to score.
Very nice. Yeah, I reckon the Cowboys, they definitely do have it in them. But as you say, Jason Tomala is a massive out. So I've got the Warriors here as well. And I reckon they'll get up by 4 as well, 16-20. And my first try scorer is going to be Adam Pompey. I think he's playing some good football at the moment.
Yeah, nice. I actually would tip Cowboys probably if they had Tamalolo. I think, I don't know, their halves have been playing probably a bit better than the Warriors halves, let's say maybe, but at home as well. So I think that'll be a close game here. What is the next game on Friday, Beck?
The next game on Friday is West Tigers up against the Dragons at Bankwest Stadium, Sydney at 7:55. It's the last game on Friday. Couple changes for the Dragons with Josh Kerr. He misses a week. Tarek Sims, who returns after serving his week ban, and Paul Vaughan moves into the starting side from the interchange, who swaps with Famasuli. And Alvaro has been promoted to the bench. And a big question, what do you think of Ramsey playing in that number 1 position? And you can read out the Tigers changes after if you want to.
I'm a big fan of it actually. Duffy's huge yet. I think they're really, really stupid, the Dragons. They've let Matt Duffy go, basically. I mean, they're not going to give him a contract. I don't know where the hell to go. I'd say you go to the Broncos or maybe the Bulldogs. I mean, one of those two teams, but it's so stupid. You have so much out of attack. Anyway, to answer your question about Cody Ramsey, I think he went off half-time last week. He played fantastic, I thought, the first time. Made some really, really good runs. Ball playing, probably not the greatest, but very good running game. He made some very good runs out of the in-goal. He's a very good player, I think. Another decision there, you see Jared Beal is in centre, so this is where he'll make his return from retirement and back to the Dragons, where he played. I think he played there last 7, 8 years ago, I think. So who else is out actually? So Max Fine is out. It's an interesting decision there. I think it'd be good to have him. Good to give him a shot there. I believe he's been playing reserve grade for the Melbourne Feeder clubs. He's been playing reserve grade Queensland Cup for, I think it was the Brisbane Tigers or the Falcons or something. So good on him. But the Dragons have been hit with a lot of injuries, and last week I don't know how they didn't get the job done in Golden Point, to be honest.
Messi.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think about Cory Norman? I mean, he didn't step up in the end. What do you think? Do you think they'll end up re-signing him? What do you think? How do you think he'll end up?
I'm not quite sure, deal, but I don't. I think they will re-sign him because I don't think he's been playing that bad. I think he's actually kind of stepped up from last year. But yeah, he really needs to seal those games.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And for the Tigers, James Robinson's been named the wing. I think that's probably a defensive choice there by Michael Maguire. I probably agree with that, I guess. So I don't know. That's interesting because they probably swapped Nofaluma around because James Robinson doesn't normally play on the left side. Nofaluma, I think, played on the left side a few weeks ago. Defensively, the Tigers, the West Tigers' edge defenses are terrible. But Joe Liller's been dropped again because of his defense. He's actually been playing okay in attack, but defensively he's just a bit shite, really. What are your tips for this one?
I've got it's a tight one here. I think the Tigers are just so inconsistent. So hard to tip them. I think the Dragons will get back on their winning streak. I've got them here. They'll only just get up. I think they'll win by 2. And my first try scorer I'm going to get Cody Ramsey in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna tip the Dragons here. They played a few weeks ago. I think Tigers upset them there, but I think the Dragons. I think with their forward pack. I think Paul Vaughan have a big game. Tarek Sims is back for them as well, so that's a big in. So I'm gonna tip the Dragons here by 10 points. I'm gonna go the Dragons 26 points to 16, and my anytime try score I will go with Jordan Pereira, Adam Dewey, and Dave Nofaluma. The next game of the round? Question mark? No, I'm joking. I mean, have you seen this? Have you seen the odds
I don't think
for
there's any
this
point to talk
game?
about it.
I mean, have you seen the odds? It's like
$29.
It's like $1 to $21. Bulldogs are playing $21. I mean, you'd be a very rich
Running
man
against
if you got that right.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
can't believe that. I mean,
I don't
Panthers
think
on.
there's any point to talk about it.
What was that? Sorry.
So I don't think there's any point of talking about it.
I mean, not really. I mean, Panthers just on fire. You know that. If you ask someone saying, if you ask someone and said, "Oh, could any team, go out and be undefeated the whole season?" You normally ask, you go, "Of course not." But how the hell are Panthers going to lose? I mean, their draw the next few weeks is easy as. I'm pretty sure. Bulldogs. I mean, that's been okay in the last couple of weeks. They're nearly well against the Titans, but I mean, they're just not defensively. They're not great, really. And against the Panthers side, I mean, I don't how are they going to score points really? So, Dylan Edwards is out. He didn't play last week. And Kurt Capel is out suspended. He should play Origin 1. And Jackson Topany, Topany, I'm not sure how to say his name. He's playing hooker. Yep. But I'm going to Panthers here. I'm going to go Panthers to win.
50?
Let's go. Look, we're 40-0. I'm going to go Panthers 40-0. Anytime try scorers, Paul Moborowski, Nathan Cleary, Brian Toto, I'm going to actually just tip. I'll go here. I'll go all of their backs to score a try. So Crichton, Staines, Moborowski, Burnt, Toto, Luai, Cleary, all score. And, yep. That'll
I'm gonna go with their forwards then.
Yeah.
Big boy season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the Bulldogs here. I reckon they'll. I got the Panthers here for this one. I reckon they'll win 48-0. First try scorer, and by any times, I reckon Staines will get in there for his first. I haven't seen him score in a while, and I reckon Martin will get in. Kikau, Horace and Leota. I reckon they will all get in. Some of their forwards. It will be a horror show.
Oh yuck! Yeah. Jesus. Wow. Yeah. Look, I'll go Panthers 42-0 because I don't think Nathan Cleary will miss the goal. He's just that good. He missed one last week. He hit the upright, so he's just that 42 plus the other 2 points. Sorry, Bulldogs fans. Plus it's in Penrith, so.
I mean, those Bulldogs fans that turn up to the game, they are great supporters. They turn up every week. That's the best part about the NRL.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. I mean, they're very loyal. I have to
Yeah.
say that. But yeah. There'll be a lot in this game for sure. Next game, Rabbitohs Eels could be the game of the round, but it also could not be. Both sides coming off a loss. Rabbitohs 56-12 up against Panthers. Got absolutely pumped there in Dubbo. Where do you think the season lies at now? I mean, they get Cameron Murray back this week. I do think that's a very big in. But they also... I just realised Tom Burgess drops to the bench. So that's interesting. And Cameron Murray obviously very big in. I mean, it's a big in, but I don't know if it's going to be big enough in. I mean, Latrell Mitchell came out last week. I thought he actually played. He was probably their best player last week, Latrell. But I mean, where do you think Rabbitohs season lies at now?
Sorry, say that again.
Where do you think the Rabbitohs season lies now?
Oh, I'm not sure. It lies in the hands of Wayne Bennett. I think he's the one that can steer him out of this broken. What's the phrase for it? Uh, out of the
Shit pile.
yeah, exactly.
No, not really.
Latrell is a big in last week, but still didn't prove a difference to the Rabbitohs. I don't know who's going to steer him out of this ship. I did say Wayne Bennett, but he really needs to put the gutsy effort in, and so does the team. Um, it'll be a tight one between the Eels and Rabbitohs. And Rabbitohs, they need to win this one. It's a must win.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Eels coming off a loss. That's the second loss of the season, I think. It was kind of a bit iffy, similar to this one. They lost against the Dragons before. But defense, why the hell is Wonga blame the side? Like, what's he actually done for the Eels? Honestly, like, defensively is crap. Even Blake Ferguson's defense is crap as they slide out and slide in. They just, not great. I would have Murad Nirakora at centre. He's on the bench. I would have him instead. But they do have a big out. Regan Campbell-Gillard out, so he's a pretty big out for the Eels. I'm going to go... Josh Manson's also out for the Rabbitohs. I'm going to go the Eels here. I'm not overly confident, but I think the Eels will win.
No.
I'm actually...
Really?
Yeah, I'm taking the Eels. I'm going to go the Eels here to win. 20... Jeez... 18-16. I don't know. I don't think the Rabbits' defense is good enough. I mean, Cameron Murray.
Well, you look at Eels' defense and how their attack was. I don't think they were that good against Manly. I thought the Manly just rolled straight through them.
Yeah, I know that, but like, that doesn't happen very often. I think, honestly, I think forward. Oh no, I'm going to Eels here. Eels by 2. And any times I go CeeLo, Gagai, and Johnson.
Well, I'm going the complete opposite, Dill. Rabbitohs, they'll back it up. They have to back it up with after a 50-point. Wayne Bennett will get stuck into them. Eels, they are not a top 4 side. They are not a top 4 contention. They are a terrible side. Losing to Manly with a full strength side, apart from their number 6, at Bank West as well. They just didn't play the best that they could have played. Exact same as Rabbitohs. But as you said, Cameron Murray, I reckon they'll give him that boost straight through the middle. Marshall, he has to come on for a couple of minutes. I'm going the Rabbitohs still. I reckon they should throw them out of the park. I've got them by 14. Actually, no, it's got 12. 12. And my first try scorer is going to be Tano Mill.
Bloody hell, alrighty. We're on now?
Yep.
Alright, next game. Yes.
Oh,
Sydney
well.
Roosters. Canberra Raiders. Central Coast Stadium. Gosford. Central Coast. Roosters. Sawali is back to the reserves and Josh Morris is in. Victor Radley is out suspended. Angus Crichton is 2. The team is unupdated, but he'll be out. So I think now Butcher, Fletcher Bay will come in for the second row. And I'll bring in some forward, probably, I'd say, to come onto the bench. Raiders. George, big news in the last 24 hours. So George Lynch has been released from the Raiders, given an immediate release. So he's gone. He's gone. So yeah, it's kind of all a surprise all of a sudden. Not a surprise necessarily. I don't think they've released him straight away. So basically what happened is, George Lynch has come out, he's said to the mental health doctor, the Raiders, I think, he texted him or phoned him, whatever, and said, I'm not fit, I don't want to come to training, I'm not mentally right now, and he won't play this week because he's not mentally right. And basically, Raiders are like, okay, well, if it's not mentally right, we're not necessarily that. If he doesn't want to show up to training, and he doesn't want to play, then what's the point of him being there? Because he's clearly doesn't really help the club at all. Honestly, I think I have to congratulate the way they handled this. I mean, it's kind of the way that, and then George Lynch did come up later on Twitter saying, they said, they didn't support me, but No, you don't know the story. You wouldn't know. I don't think it's as bad as it is. I don't think someone would. I think they handle it pretty well. Sam Williams, he'll come into the side. I think White and Williams have had a combination before. I think they'll obviously have to go to shop eventually by new half, but I don't think it'll be until next season. But tough one here for the Raiders. What are your thoughts?
Well, no, I don't think. I gotta admit, Sam Williams, he's playing like he was playing back in 2016, 2017, 2018, kicking out to the touchline. You don't do that anymore. You gotta nail in. You gotta put bombs up. You gotta put all. You gotta get all your kicks right. You can't be kicking to the sideline anymore. It's just not the rules. That's not the way the game has been played anymore. I don't think the Roosters, they're 5'8", Lachlan Lamb. I don't know if he is a standout player. Raiders, they could cause an upset. Well, not really, but George Williams, obviously a massive, in my opinion, is a massive loss. Obviously, we don't have a halfback now. Who do we turn to for out in the market? I'm not sure. But Dill, it's. I mean, I didn't mind George Williams. Obviously, he hasn't been playing very well.
It's sad to see him go. Hated him.
Well, I mean, I didn't like him though because I didn't mind him. He did some good plays. With
my favorite, one of my favorite plays, George Williams. The one he goes duels across the field, fourth tackle, and takes one of his forwards under.
Yeah. I mean, it was brilliant in 2019. I loved him back then, but he just kicks out. 2020 kicks out in the full, and it just doesn't do much for the club anymore. I mean, obviously, it's a big loss.
Yeah, look at it. On the half of the season doesn't help, but this could honestly go two ways. Raiders could benefit from this, and they could come together, and they could really, really help them. This is the problem, or it could just fall to pieces. For this round, they do get a few players back. They get Jordan Rapiner back, they get Soliola back, and they also get Hodgson and Jack Whiten, of course.
I reckon White, he'll be much controlling. I reckon this is when he turns it on. I don't think Williams gave him enough ball. So this is where White will shine. I'm telling everyone right now, this is where he'll shine.
I have to agree with you. Look, if Sam Williams doesn't need to stand out too much, I mean, he's natural halfback. So if he just kicks all right, even half decent, actually, I'm not saying that, decently kicking the Roosters, because, I mean, look at the back three for the Roosters, I mean, they're very good. So, if he does his kicking games all right, his passing game, he doesn't muck up too much, I think Jack White will hopefully take control of the team. I'm gonna tip the Roosters here. I'm gonna tip the Roosters 1-12. I'm gonna tip the Roosters by 8. I'm gonna tip the Roosters here to win 26-18. And my first try score, I will go with Jordan Rapiner. My any times, Jack White for sure. I think he'll have a big game. Could score 2 tries. And for the Roosters, I'll go Matty Cavalli, James Smith go far out. Sorry, and Tilly Tupinella.
Very nice. Yeah, I've gone the Roosters. I don't have hope in the Raiders. Their team moral will be quite down after that. I don't know. Does Williams play another game or is he gone?
No,
that's it. That was his. That's sad to see. I was hoping that he was going to come in the final game, but what a way to grade out the best English halfback. Yeah.
Sorry.
I got the Roosters here. 20 points to 12, and my first try scorer got Tedesco. And every time, I reckon the halfback getting Walker.
Sam Walker.
Yep.
Is it Cody Walker?
Yeah, Cody Walker doesn't play for Roosters.
I think you said Cody Walker.
I just went Walker.
Oh, doesn't matter. You're right. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, look, I mean, I think that's fair. Good prediction, you too, Dick. Look, what Raiders first half, I reckon they'll be leading the first half in my opinion. They'll lead the game, I reckon, or they'll be tying at some point, whether it be 10, like 12-10, 10-12, like 6-4, something like that. They'll be within 2 points to the Roosters, I guarantee you. Second half, they might score one try because
I don't think they'll score.
they might not score. I just don't. I don't know what the hell
It'll
going to
it'll be another game of like Melbourne. It'll be exactly the same tone right now.
Oh no, it's just shit. It's shit. Like they're not fit enough. Hudson Young's been dropped too. I didn't realise that. Hudson Young's been dropped.
Good dropping. That's a good dropping.
Yeah, but our bench isn't good. Look at our bench. Soliola, Horsburgh, James. That's crap. I'm sorry. Horsburgh's crap. What do you reckon of Horsburgh?
Jesus. I mean, he has. He was. I don't think. Okay. Whew. Horsburgh, I don't think he's been playing great at the moment. He'll get there, Dill. I'm telling you, he will get there. He's just starting to get new to the game. He didn't play a lot last season, and he's a bit slow. He doesn't really run up the ball much. He's not the best to put on your interchange, but I think they've dropped Hudson Young for a reason, and then he'll be brought up next week just to say, look, this is your final chance. If you don't perform, this is it. This is where you'll be. So I think that's what they're trying to do here, Dill.
Yeah, probably I'd say so. Yeah. Ryan James hasn't done anything since the first 2 rounds. People thought, people say, buy of the season, and now he hasn't done much. Really, I don't know. Really, Gould has actually been our best forward. Haru Nora hasn't been too bad either. And Ryan Sutton's been very good as well, I think. So, anyway, moving on to the next game. Next game on Sunday at Coffs Harbour is Cronulla Sharks up against the Gold Coast Titans. I think this actually could be the game of the round, in my opinion. If not the Rabbitohs and Eels. I think this will be a very good game. I think this will be a cracker. Chad Towns has been dropped. Was a hero for the Sharks last week, but not good enough. What are your thoughts on that?
The dropping of Chad Townsend.
Yeah.
I kind of like Matt Moylan. I think he's been playing some good football lately. Johnson as well. I mean, he's been playing all right. I don't think they'll re-sign Sean Johnson. Who do the Sharks have for halves next season?
Not sure really, because
well, I don't think
Chad Townsend's gone. They were going to go after Adam Reynolds. They can't, so I think they'll honestly be stuck with Moylan and Johnson, to be honest.
Well, I reckon this is who the Raiders should go for. But anyway, nothing about the Raiders.
They both have contracts as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good dropping. I don't think. Oh, I don't know. I thought he didn't play that bad. Oh, I don't know. He kicked the winning field goal. I think that's about all he did. Johnson, I think this is actually not bad halves pairing. I think Moylan, he just gives that extra boost, and Johnson is just such a good. He's a bit in the middle. He's a runner and a playmaker. He's just like he's sort of like Whiten, but a lot better with his ball skills. I think that I don't mind this drop from the Sharks. I actually like it. Townsend leaving. I think this is where most likely they'll probably grant Townsend a release if he stays in the reserves. In my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know. Because they wouldn't really drop. How do you have? Because Kennedy, I think, has been their best player all year. He's been terrific. Played great last week. Moylan's not. He's actually been running the ball really good. So fullback, maybe could be a consideration. But I think he's a 5'8". Yeah. Look, I don't know why you'd put Chad Townsend on the bench. Braden Trindle, he's actually doing okay. But yeah, anyway. Not sure really. It's a bit of a issue they have to sort out. The Titans, good last week. Attack, good as always, not always, but pretty good. Defensively, just not good enough in some areas. The big in though, David Fafita is back, so if he's in, then they all play good. That's a lie, but they're very inconsistent, I have to say, the Titans. But their confidence growth they feeds in the side sometimes. Ash Taylor's still in reserve, so he's been dropped for the last few weeks. I don't know whether he was reserved last week. I think he might have picked up another injury. But I think Tanner Boyd's been good. What do you think about Tanner Boyd? I know you're a big fan of Tanner Boyd. How do you think he's playing?
I think he's playing some good football at the moment. He's not playing terribly, but I honestly, in my opinion, I think he's playing better than Taylor at the moment. I don't think Taylor has done a lot. I like Tanner Boyd playing in that 5'8". You have to keep him in the side. Yeah, I really like him, Dill. I think he's actually giving the side a bit of depth to them.
Yeah, definitely, I reckon. He's doing a good job. I'm actually going to an upset here. I'm going to go Sharks to win. I'm going for the upset here because I'm tipping Sharks. I'm going Sharks. I think Sean Johnson and Moyle, I think they'll gel pretty well. They're kind of similar players in a way. I think they're kind of that kind of. I can't think what the word is. They're just kind of similar-ish. Moyle's probably with the better ball skills, I'd say, but yeah, I'm going to go Sharks here to win. And I'm going to go Sharks to win comfortably. I'm going to go Sharks to win 28 points to 12. And I think I'll go Sharks. The first try scorer, I'll go the Titans score first. I'll go Brian Kelly, and any top try scorers, I will go Ronaldo Mulatalo. He's back for the Sharks. And I also got the Will Chambers to score his first try for Cronulla.
Very nice. Big one. It's a big match for Titans. I reckon this will be top 8. If they win this, they'll just slide in. If they don't, I think that's their top 8 finals. Hope's gone. I'm going to go with the Titans here. There's no way Fafita will run amok around. I reckon he'll score another hat-trick, in my opinion. Thomas Uliawi as well. Footer Waker. How much great forwards do they have?
Yeah,
Kevin
sure.
Proctor. He's playing some good football at the moment. I reckon Fogarty, has to be his game that he plays well. Kelly, he's playing some good football. Brimson, God, how good is he?
Yeah, he's awesome.
So I'm going to go with the Titans here. I reckon I've got them by 10. And first try scorer, Brimson. And yeah, that'll be about it.
Yeah.
What did I say? No, any time will be the halves, I reckon. Boyd and Fogarty will get one.
Look, I'm even looking at this in forward pack wise. Titans are such a good forward pack. Tolman and Woods, they're past their best by a long shot. Am I reconsidering? Look, I'm not gonna go 28-10. I'm gonna cut that down a lot. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go 24-16. So I'll go by 8. So minus the 10, because I think. I don't know, but I'm still gonna have Sharks winning by 8. But yeah. Next game, Newcastle Knights and the Manly Seagulls. Knights have Callum Ponga back. It's a home game. They also have Bradman Best back. But they just haven't been gelling, Newcastle. I mean, they just defensively they're terrible. Last week against the Cowboys, they conceded quite a few soft tries. I wouldn't say terrible. They're better than some other teams, but they're defensively not very good. Bradman Best is back, so that if they use him properly, if they give him some early ball and they actually put him through holes, he can cause a muck in some areas. But Manly very confident. Tom Trbojevic out of thin dust of the Manly Seagulls early in the year just made them a top 8, top 4 potential side. Yeah, what is there to say about this game?
Oh man, I can't wait to see the Schuster play. I love watching Schuster. He's such a great young player. I reckon he's better than Foran, in my opinion. He's way better than Foran. He's a great young kid that looks New South Wales worthy. To be honest, I reckon he might be picked. We'll talk about that later. This Seagulls will just run amok around. I know they got Ponga back, but I don't. He provides a lot to this side, but I don't know if he provides enough. I got the Seagulls here, Dill, and I reckon they should get the job done quite easily. I reckon it'll be 26 points to 8. My first try scorer, I got the Schuster. I reckon he'll play a great game. And my any times, I got the 2 fullbacks, Ponga and Trbojevic.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Manly here. I'll go Manly here by 14. I'll go 28 to 12. That's not even 14. That's 16. Yeah. So I'll go 28. Yeah, I'll go 28 to 12. I go. Yeah, 28 to 12. So by 16. And main time try scorer is Tom Trbojevic easily. I don't think he's had a game this season where he hasn't scored. I don't think he has. I don't think he hasn't had a game. Let me just check this. Actually, not stuff it, I won't. But yeah, he's fantastic. Absolutely awesome player. So I got Tom Trbojevic, first try scorer. Many times Ruben Garrick, Caleb Ponga, and Braden Musgrove. I think Manly will be too good here. So this is the end of our round 12 Indigenous round. Tips and NRL for 2021. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. See ya.